Saturday, I wanna run away. I think I'll go back to that place I stay. Play on the server the TimeShot way.
Hello, people. It's Poet, and welcome back to TimeShot. We are working on palm trees today, I think. Huh? What was all that? Oh, I still have a, that might be why, in fact. Let me try, remove go-karts. Remove go-karts. Does that fix the map? It does not. What? Fix the boats? You gotta go see this. I was gonna work on palm trees today. Maybe I won't. The idea is, oh no, I started. It's so difficult. Okay, so I made this little feature here. By the way, I don't know if I showed this off. Just making the intro of this town look good, and the intro of this town. Yeah, that's what it is. I started on these palm trees, and the reason that they're all half done, you can see a bunch of them around. The reason they're all half done is because I was trying my hardest to follow the whatever there is. Woo, I'm flying. There is some sort of a pattern to these palm trees over here. Like, if you climb up there and you count the leaves, somehow Dave has made it so that like this one and this one and this one, they're all the same. They're basically all the same. As far as I can tell, they're all the same. I climbed up on several of them. They all seem to have the same pattern to them, in that it's like the first row will have, I don't know, like 8 blocks, and then above that there will be 8 more blocks, but they'll be spaced out in certain ways. So I was doing that, and so I went through all the trees, and I started like doing the base. 8 blocks, and then I went up another layer and did like whatever was missing there. But it just got so complicated, and having to climb up, do it, tear it down, climb up, do it, tear it down, which I guess I could use scaffolding, but anyway, it's so hard that I think what I'm gonna do, and maybe this will look better even, I don't know, I'm gonna try to just wing it. I'm going to just try. We're going to climb up onto several of these. Maybe I'll get scaffolding after all. And I'll just wing it. I'll just start building out what I think it should look like. And, I mean, hope for the best. Why is this on fire? Eh? Is that why there was a... Huh? Fire looks red on a map. I'm actually more... I'm more interested in that. What is this? What is dead can never die. What is dead can never die. Learn your place, pirates. We will tolerate no competition. Gold is ours. What is this? Like an angry Pac-Man. Oh, this is so cool in a way. Oh, it looks like it was bombarded by something. I wish the campfires with the smoke is a nice effect. I almost wish you could see whatever weapon caused this. Like another ship in the harbor or something. Or like a big cannon or something. Hey, look at that. That's where... Ugh. Yeah, I think I can get it if I climb up. No, hold on. If I go like that. If I go like that and then... No. There's a way up here somehow. I mean, I guess I could just fly up, but... Nope. Oh, wait, this one might work. Come on. Ah, no. It pushes me down. Alright, I'll fly. Do I have any rockets? I do have some torque-free rockets. Whee. Oh, the flag was turned to yellow. Nice touch. Whee! I missed it! I missed it. Yay. Not gonna miss it this time. Whoop. Okay. There. Yep. Fixed. It's a different color. Oh, some of them are. I guess because you can't see it from there. I suppose if I wanted to, like, really make this place look correct from the air, I would change the color of block in between there. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, do I really care? I mean, at the end of the day, I could also put another trapdoor on top of each of these. Then I wouldn't have to light them up either, which is a nice idea. It's actually a really good idea. I don't have enough trapdoors, though. I have one. Dark oak. That's not even the right kind. Yeah. So I don't have enough. I suppose I could put out fires. So many fires to put out. Oh, look. There's a flag up there, too. Oh, a flag over there, too. It's been flagged out. 4 flags. It's a code for something. I wonder if the poem in the bottom has changed. Is it a poem? No, it hasn't. Okay. No fires down in the hold. Okay. I will learn. I will find out what that means. But what I wanted to do today is work on the palm trees is really where I wanted to focus. Which I've been using jungle leaves. Which I've got several. I got several jungle leaves. It's the scaffolding I don't have. If I had, where would it be? If I had, where would it be? It would not be in here. No. I almost feel like it would be in there. Okay, maybe I don't have scaffolding, but I can probably get some if I went to town. So I'm going to go to town. Go to town. See if we can't find any at the storage area. Something else burning over here. What is this all burning here? Whee! Oh, fires everywhere. You mean it? There's nothing in there. Fires. Those pirates, who are totally not me, should definitely investigate that at some point in time. Private stash, I just keep looking in. If I were scaffolding, where would I be? Where would I be? Hive. So there's no scaffolding in here, but I wonder if maybe in season 2? There definitely wouldn't have been in season 1. Scaffolding didn't exist back then. I know Dave must have some, you know, somewhere. I don't necessarily want to steal his, though. I'll go to season 2 and see if we can't find it there. It'll be an adventure. And while I'm adventuring, I hope you guys enjoyed, because by the time I post this, the other one will be out already. Hope you enjoyed my Minecraft Dinosaurs episode 599. If you haven't, spoilers, so you should probably pause this video, go watch that video, and then come back and watch this video. I'll give you time. Like I don't know what I could do to to give you time to do that. A good marker, but like, I don't know how long. What time is it in looting? It's almost 10-minute mark. So like, just come back to the 10-minute mark in this video, and you'll be fine, right? Good. So go watch that video, and then come back. I think you'll really enjoy it. Are you back? Welcome back. All right. So now you've gone and watched that Minecraft. I mean it. Go watch it. Okay. Welcome back for real this time. That took so much time and effort to do. I just wanted to talk about it some more. Basically, if you really didn't go watch it, I mean, that's, you know, whatever. You're a horrible person, but I understand. The thing that I did was I loaded up 1.2.5 Minecraft using legit means. Like, I didn't hack the game. I didn't use a cracked version, as they're called. I legitimately used an old version of the launcher and an ancient version of Minecraft and an ancient version of the mod and an ancient version of my world and put it all together. I could have I do have access to an even older version of the Minecraft Dinosaurs mod from like 1.7.2 or 3 beta Minecraft, and I did load that up as well, but it was so old. And I'm not talking about the mod necessarily. I'm talking about Minecraft in general. Like, everything was completely different and not really functioning very well. I don't have there are no how is there no scaffoldings in this place? How? Did someone might have looted the, like, I'm taking it for, I'm assuming that nobody came here and looted, but I should really assume that someone came here and looted everything. Maybe in here? No. Nope. Lots of boats. Anybody need boats? We live in sort of a boaty kind of place right now. Anybody need boats? Well, I can just fly over to my base. I think I must have some there. Like, ultimately, there must be scaffolding somewhere on this world. It's a matter of finding it, right? Right? Who would have it? Who would have it? Would Code have had it? Code, did you have it? Nothing's labeled here. I'm opening these chests almost too fast. So I've probably opened and closed the chest that had it, and I will hear about it in the comments. But it's not obvious there. Ooh, there are lots of name tags in that last chest though. 7 name tags. All right. Oh, is there scaffolding here? I wonder. Where there's lots of building, there's lots of scaffolding. Nope. None. That's okay. I can fly over to my old base. You see, I did palm trees over here. Granted, they look definitely not as, like, pretty as the ones that Dave made. But if I just start with a base like this, so like 3x3 blocks, so 9 blocks, and then just, you know, have little trailing pieces go off of there, and then just kind of maybe break them, place them, make them look sort of more random-ish. I think I could do a good enough job. Just a matter of just having to do it. Oh, I love this place, you know? Love it. Love the way that it looks. So proud of it. Whee! So anyway, back to what I was talking about with the dinosaur world thing, and the reason that you guys had to stop this video and go watch the video, again, was just because of the sheer amount of time and effort that I put into it. Several days, and the problem is that the way that Minecraft works now is so different than the way that it used to work. With regards to like the way that you would load up mods, the way that mod loader worked, the way that well, just every bit about it. So like, for example, to get 1.2.5 working, you have to modify the jar file of Minecraft itself. Go in there, delete a certain file, and then you install the forge by dragging and dropping it into the jar as well, or something like that. And then it's just a big complicated process, and I have no scaffolding here whatsoever. Who would have scaffolding? My only thought would be like maybe Edson had, maybe Tort had. Tort's still an active member. I can't steal from him. Okay, but I can steal from Edson. That's right. Take that, Edson. Steal from you. Took so much effort, but you know what? The reward of fighting with it for days. The information is just not available anymore. I was watching YouTube videos from 2011, and they were just not being very helpful. First, I tried to fix the current launcher, and that failed miserably. Mojang has just locked down totally. Basically, they don't want you to have fun, I guess. I don't know. Where the heck? Over here? I don't really know. There is a way to get... There is a way. But I don't know what that way is, so I gotta just break in. And seal up the hole. Hey, chums. There's the door. Whoa. There's the door. Excuse me. Nothing. Okay. Whoa. This is not the place I wanted to be. Go back up. Or maybe it is. I don't know. It's been forever since I've been around in this area. Okay, no. These are all just... Okay, yeah, no. This is the right place. So I want to grab a boat. And here we go. We Mario Kart it, or Mark Kart it, as we say. Secret tunnel. Okay. Oh, yes. So here's the legit way. And here's where I think there might still be some scaffold and stuff. If not, like, I guess I could always just make scaffolding. It's just so annoying that I want to just take and not have to make. You know? How does nobody have any scaffolding? It's just crazy. For one thing, I have no idea even how to make scaffolding. I don't have the resources. Where does this go? Maybe. That's a farm. 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 Nope. Anything over here? No. Okay. You have fun now. Thought I was for sure going to find something, but nope. We found nothing. This whole elaborate place is useless. Love the floor though. Oh, maybe if I go out this way, maybe there's another storage area. I don't know. Running out of options. Maybe we'll just go back and it's another episode where we've done nothing. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's a ladder. How long has there been a ladder to that place? Wait, are those scaffolds? Is that a ladder or what is that? That's glass. Okay. It's glass. I thought for a second, just for a split second, that those were scaffold blocks and I was going to take the whole stack. This is inconvenient. There we go. All right. Well, there weren't any scaffolds in season 2, which was super disappointing. There probably are somewhere, but they've eluded me for now. So we'll go back to season 3, and in season 3 we will once again, I guess, try to get the resources we need to make scaffolds. I don't know, or I could just use dirt. You know what? That's the tried, tested, and true method. So why don't we go ahead and do that? How much time? We've been recording for like 20 minutes and I've accomplished absolutely nothing, as is the TimeShot way, right? When it comes to that mod loading experience, it really made it apparent how easy things are now and just how much we take for granted the way that things like this work, which got me thinking, you know, it's sort of similar to, you know, when you're looking at technology and the way that things work now versus how they did. And I know, you know, there are people who are watching my channel who have never lived without the internet, which is something to me that's sort of bizarre. I guess to like my parents, although my parents aren't quite old enough, but it would almost be like to them being without TV. Now they're old enough, they always had TV, I think, but there are for sure people out there who have kids and whatnot. I mean, we're talking fairly older people now, but who grew up without TV and know people who of course grew up without it. So I guess what I'm saying is that it would be like that, like being in a world without television. Of course, now that's sort of, even that statement is sort of lost on people because, you know, people don't have television anymore. There was a survey I actually read the other day that was done. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was to the effect of like there are people now who in their entire adult life have never owned a television, and that to me was pretty staggeringly bizarre, you know, because to me that was entertainment. That was the only form of entertainment. I'm wasting leaves like crazy here. That was to me the only source of entertainment, right? So like, how could you not have it? Is this correct? This block I feel like should be, that should be the leaf block, right? No. Yes? Yes. Yes. These are wrong, but maybe that falls in with my whole, you know, be random thing. There are people who don't have TV these days, and that's kind of crazy. I actually fun fact, just cut the cable on my television for the first time in my adult life. So whereas there are surveys going out saying that there are adults out there who have never owned television or a television connection, why would you? To me, it was sort of like mandatory entertainment. But then, like, once you go through with it and you actually cut the cable and, you know, you just use live streaming services and whatnot, it's sort of eye-opening. Granted, those services are still fairly expensive. So, like, we did this sort of a budget, I could call it. Me and Win. Well, it was mostly me, but but we did this budget, and it was like, how much are we spending per month on television, or like in our whole Xfinity package, Comcast package, our internet provider package. And I learned that we were paying like $100 a month for cable television, which is a staggering amount. $100 a month. And for what? For what, really? So that was I couldn't come up with a good answer to that question. For what, you know? What am I spending this much per month on cable television for? And I couldn't come up with a really good answer. You know, Golden Girls. What am I have cable for? Like, it's for CNN, for some other news network, or I don't know, the odd Discovery show, BattleBots. Like, what do I have it for? I couldn't come up with a good answer. And I was paying $100 a month for it. So I thought, okay, well, let's see. We do watch, me and Win, lots of streaming content. So, like, her and I watch a lot of K-dramas together. And that's all on, like, Netflix or Amazon Prime. We really got into His Dark Materials, which is a show on HBO. So we wanted, like, HBO Max. So anyway, long story short, I budgeted, like, what would it cost if we just purchased streaming services we used, but, like, went ham and purchased, like, all the streaming services that we would ever need. And the crazy thing is that it ultimately was still cheaper if we purchased every single streaming service we could imagine, including those that give you cable television services. We're still saving about $50 a month, which is it's crazy to think that I severed the cable. I still have the same content as before, the same channels, the same content, and yet am paying way less every month. So, like, it's amazing. It's amazing what you can do when you try doing something like that. It's you got to budget. You got to really pay attention to what you're spending, and, you know, things that I was like, you know, I don't care what we spend on cable every month. But now that I really realize it, I sort of feel like an idiot for paying that much before. Oh, man. Anyway, I don't know how I got to this conversation. It wasn't about television at first. It was about something else, taking something else for granted. The way that we install Minecraft, that's what it was. Yes. The fact that people who watch this channel right now haven't known a world without the internet is part of the craziness, you know? And, you know, if you're one of those people, you know, don't feel bad. Well, why would you feel bad? But I've noticed that, like, especially with Win's kids, they're just starting now to enter the teenage phase. So, like, one of them is 14, and the other one is, like, 11, right? 13, 14, and 11. Something like that. And there aren't that many kids, I know, but, like, one of them is on the edge of 13, 14 is what I meant. Anyway. they don't appreciate some of the content that me and Win like, and you know, that's fair, that's fine. I didn't really take an interest into what my parents were into too much, to a point, but I think I still appreciated, like, when my, again, this is the difference in upbringing and the way that things were. We didn't have the internet, remember, when I was growing up. And so that's why I was saying, like, cable television was your entertainment. There was no alternative entertainment unless you want to read books, which is fine. You can read books, but if you want to do something else, there's not a whole lot else available, you know. Books and television. So when my parents would sit down and watch television, you know, my brother and I would sit down and watch television with them. It's not like we owned more than one television. That's something else that's sort of like, I find now having multiple TVs in your house is super, super, super common. I think I've always owned multiple televisions in my adult life. You know, one for the bedroom, one for the living room kind of thing. But now it's like one for the bedroom, one for the living room, one for the kids' room, one for the other kids' room, one for the basement office. So you can watch whatever you want. You can stream whatever you want. Content is yours. But when we were kids, you had one television. My dad would be the one controlling the remote, and we watched what he watched. And we sort of appreciated, I guess, what he watched because we had to. It was our entertainment just as much as it was his. Look like tiny, tiny trees. I gotta do one more level. I don't want them to look as unfinished as they did. Like this. That looks better. I've gone 2 levels down at least there on a few places. I don't know where all my dirt's going. That's why scaffolding is better. But I found that, like, what I was going to get at is the kids really don't appreciate any of the content that I enjoy. And I feel like there's definitely room for it. They should. And this was actually sort of something that we talked about in the TimeShot Discord the other day. And by the way, if you're not a member of the Discord, link is in the description. Join it now. Connect with the community and the TimeShot members. But basically, something like an old Western, okay? So like a Western movie. But even apart from like a Western movie, like any old movie is just sort of lost on them. But not even them. Like I think Win too, like if a movie is a certain age, she might not enjoy it. My mom was always like that for sure. If a movie was an old movie, she would be like, well, why are you watching that? That's an old movie. We're watching it because it's good. Like it shouldn't be something that I need to explain. It's definitely the case with black and white content. So I don't know how many of you out there are watching WandaVision on Disney Plus. Again, hey, we got streaming services, so you know we got Disney Plus. Woohoo! You can watch all those Disney movies that I have never watched. I'm sure Win is very excited to know that she can now present them to me if she wants to. I really haven't watched any Disney movies, animated or otherwise, since like Lion King, so I'm far behind. Far, far behind. But anyway, WandaVision. I won't spoil anything, but a large portion of it goes through television history, starting with the 50s/60s into the 60s, into the 70s, into the 80s, and yada, yada. And the crazy thing is that it's actually sort of very well done in the way that they replicate that kind of content. And the thing is that kind of content I really, really enjoy. I love 50s sitcoms, 60s sitcoms. I watch a lot of the older television shows. For a while, having TCM, which is a channel that plays nothing but like black and white movies, older movies, 50s and 60s and even earlier. For a while, I had to have that when I was subscribed to cable television. I had to have those old movies because that's what I enjoy watching. And people might think like, why? Why do you enjoy watching those old movies? They're black and white. They don't even have color. But the crazy thing is that, you know, if you give it a chance, which is always something that people say, like, give it a chance. But seriously, if you give it a chance, you realize that, first of all, black and white doesn't mean lack of quality. Those were like almost HD quality, really high frames per second movies and television. Like, they looked really, really, really sharp and good. It's when they started getting into color that the quality seemed to get like almost blurry and grainy, and like someone took a wet sponge and dabbed the camera lens before filming. It was, you know, black and white, there's something to it. There's like a quality that didn't come back until modern time. So the quality isn't an issue. Color, you know, for what it is, I think it's very easy. As soon as you start watching something and you get into something, you can very easily forget that it's not color. And then the content is really, really, really interesting and amazing, and parts of it that, you know, I appreciate, I wish more people appreciated, and I feel like if people just gave it a chance, they would also appreciate it. But it's hard to convince people of that these days. You can't just say like, oh, hey, check out The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. It's a great show. And people just start watching it because they have it at their fingertips. If you say like, hey, watch Citizen Kane, well, people have to go find it. Where is it? Maybe on, you know, this service, that service, Netflix. Is it on Netflix? I don't know. Oh, it's a $3 rental. I don't want to, you know, stuff like that. It's the conveniences in there maybe. And then at the end of the day, it's just a black and white movie, you know. Who's Orson Welles anyway? Like, who cares? It's a little sad in a way. Because these were amazing, amazing, amazing shows, amazing films, amazing content, and people just no longer want to watch it. Hey, I'm talking about my own channel. Ha ha ha. Yeah, maybe I should just color all of my videos black and white, and then it'd be more reminiscent about why people no longer watch. Oh. Anyway, with that said, like, yeah, I think that people should give that kind of content more of a chance, and especially, like, as I was saying, I opened my eyes when it came to, like, no longer having a cable TV, and now I have streaming services. I'm sure I was being sarcastic when I said I couldn't find Citizen Kane somewhere. You know, if you want to see like really cult classic movies and stuff, you can probably just click a button and they'll be out there like crazy. You know, you probably don't need to look very far at all to find that kind of content. So it's out there, it's available. People just need to give it a chance, I think. I guess if you want. I'm not forcing anybody's hand. I just think that people would appreciate it. That's all. If you don't like it, at least you could say, you know what, I gave it a try. I looked into it. I don't care for it. I prefer modern movies. You know, that's fair. But it's a little sad when, you know, I'll be watching a movie and it's a really good movie. It could be a classic. It could be, I don't know. I'll just use Citizen Kane again as my example, because that's probably one of the best movies ever created. And the kids will walk in and be like, what are you watching? Oh, something so old and terrible, it doesn't even have color. And it's like, listen. You don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing. Now, I mean, of course, I don't want to go back to the days where all we had was one television and the dad controlled it and the content on there wasn't all that good, I guess. And, you know, the internet didn't exist and streaming services didn't exist. And, you know, things are much better now as far as entertainment goes than they were, obviously. But I think that when we move forward, we shouldn't forget our past. We shouldn't forget what we grew up with. We shouldn't, even if it's before our time, like movies from the 50s and 60s and 40s, 50s and 60s and so on. I obviously didn't grow up with that, but I still really enjoy them. You just got to give it a try. That's all. Maybe take this time to set some time this week and watch an old movie. It doesn't have to be like a random one. It could be based on like recommendations online or something. Go to a website. Say like, what are the top 10 movies from the 50s, let's say. And then just watch the top one. Or, you know, if you really don't have any clues on what to watch, there's probably a list of like top 100 movies of all time. And if you go through them by date, you will find, you know, an older movie that you otherwise would never have watched, and it'll blow your mind, I'm sure. I'm positive of it. So maybe set some time to do that. But other than that, I think that's where we're going to end this episode. I got several of the palm trees done. Some of them really don't look much better at all. Some of them look way better. I'm just going to have to keep climbing up and adding more and shaping them, and I want them to look really good like that too, so we'll see. And then I got to figure out what this whole pirate situation's all about too. Anyway, we'll see you next time on TimeShot. Hope you enjoyed it. Go watch some old TV or old movies or something. Yeah? Yeah. Probably cost you nothing, and you'll get a lifetime of value from it. Until then, we'll be seeing you. Bye-bye!